So we'll go ahead and call it to order at 5:34. First item is discussion action on the minutes from the July 2022 meeting.
Move we approve the minutes. July 20.
We have a motion and a second. Call the vote.
Terry?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Melinda? Aye. Connor?
Aye. Okay. The next three items are June, July, and August financial reports. We need to approve or disapprove of them individually, I believe, but I don't know if we want to have discussion on all of them.
And I sent out the documents.
And as we kind of go through with the discussion, then we can go back and take action on them individually. Okay, so go ahead. Love.
Okay, so, whenever you're on, so yeah, if anyone has any questions, go right ahead. Yeah, pass the phone around if we need to or something.
Do you want me to kind of explain why the reports look different than the way Angelica do?
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be great. Angelica had, and she sent it to me, she had a Excel template that she would input the numbers off of from Encode. I felt like to avoid user error or, just human error, that if I could run them directly from Encode and send them to you guys, that's more accurate. I mean, when you're just basically transferring what you can run off of Encode into another Excel template, I just thought it was kind of like a redundant deal, and it allows for human error. These reports that I have ran are directly from the Encode software that the city has. So I literally go in and I run a financial statement which has everything that Angelica had on her report. She just went in and input everything into an Excel template so it looks a little different. But it's exactly the same information. Does anybody have any questions or need any kind of clarification or anything on it, or what? Any specific questions?
I don't think so.
And I have her May report right here on my computer pulled up. I know you guys can't see that, but if you were to compare side to side the reports that I submitted and the reports that she submitted, you could tell that it's exactly the same information. It just looks a little bit different as far as the template goes.
Are you there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, sorry, you cut out just a little bit.
That's okay. So does that help kind of explain it?
I know on Finance Committee, we'd like it. It's cleaner and clear once you adjust to it. It's just
Getting used to
yeah,
it.
just get used to it. I think we've liked it, and it's clear information to see. So
Yeah, most of the cities that we deal with, the packets that they provide their boards are typically reports that are in directly from their accounting software, whether it be Encode Assist or Cassell, whichever software the city has. But it just eliminates the error of inputting exactly the same information into a spreadsheet.
you guys have anything on any of these financial reports, comments or questions?
I have a question on the August 31st financial statement.
Uh-huh.
There is, I just want to can't find it. It says under tourism and conventions, current period 10,750. It's on page 2. And then of course it's on the balance of it.
The 31,484.
No. What is that? 10,750 because the tourism. I was looking at the tourism and conventions where we have the ones that come out like the Rotary, the things we've approved. Is that more of that? I just wanted to know what it was.
If you'll go back to page 33 of the total deal, it's the all vendor sets that a regular department payment report for August.
Oh.
It shows you who
Think I
that
have
was
that.
paid to. And it looks like it was the Chamber of Commerce for $8,250. And it says minutes clerk / visitation. I don't have a deal detail of that. And then there's another one that says 2 months salary, Chamber of Commerce. Did you find that page?
She's looking right now.
Okay. I think if you'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages past where you were looking, I think
I
it's
see
on
it.
the
Okay.
page.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Is there any other questions I could help answer or anything?
Joe, did you want to give your report? I don't know. I know I'm running this. I didn't know the order here
Yeah.
to go and make sure we have everything before we let her go.
Yeah. So, Jennifer, I've talked to you about the report that I give the committee, and it's about all of the events that have applied. And so I just kind of give them a rundown of what has been paid and what's not been paid. So I'll go through that, and I don't know if they all match. I haven't really looked, but I can send this to you too. But I'll go ahead and get started with it. So starting off, we have $605,590.85. $150,000 to the Alva Arena Authority, $6,000 to the NWOJR for June, $3,700 for the Alva's Crazy Cool Boulevard Cruise, $27,700 for the Big Cruise and Car Show, $6,000 to the Nessatunga Golf Tournament, $5,000 to the Alva Rotary Club 4th of July Spectacular, $7,150 to the Northwest Mural Fest, $33,000 to the Alva Chamber of Commerce MOU, $500 for Future, $2,500 for Standing, which leaves us with $364,040.85. And last week I turned in the Junior Rodeo, and they didn't have their event in July in Alva. They had to move it because I think don't quote me, I think it was weather related. And so they had to move it over to Cherokee, so they couldn't have it in July, so we don't have to pay for that one. And then we paid for the Alva's Crazy Cool Boulevard Cruise and the Nessatunga Golf Tournament. Those are it right now. So.
The cruise, how much was the cruise? Did it end up being the $3,700
It
exactly?
was, I think it was under that, maybe a couple of hundred under it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I didn't
then
write
the
it
junior
down.
rodeo, did we approve 6,000 for each? So it
Yes.
was just the
Just
6,000?
one, yeah.
Okay.
Just the June one. And the golf tournament was 6,000.
Yeah, it's on here actually.
Okay, it was.
The golf and the Rotary and the Mural Society are
Yeah,
all on this
I've reached out
last
to
one.
the Rotary.
Yeah, it looks like it's been
I
paid.
haven't got the, it has been paid?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's on this report
It's on the financial report.
of August 30, the one dated August 31st. It says
I
Rotary.
think that's just an encumbrance for
Oh,
it.
so we haven't paid it yet.
We haven't.
Okay, so that's just saying we
They
still
haven't,
owe
yeah,
those
they
three.
haven't gave us a receipt.
Oh, that makes sense, because we wouldn't have done the mural, yeah.
Yeah.
But you have paid the Nescatonga Golf Tournament.
Yes.
And it was 6,000.
Yes. That was last week.
Okay. Very good.
Do we need a motion for each month? Is that what we?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah.
I move that we approve the June financial report.
Second.
Okay. We have a motion and a second to approve the June financial report.
Melinda?
Yes.
Terry? Scott? Connor?
Aye.
Okay, Jennifer, we'll let you go.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thanks for calling in.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate
Yes,
it.
you're very welcome, and let me know if you have any more questions.
We will. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We're on to July.
I move that we approve the July financial report.
Second.
Motion and a second. Jody?
Melinda? Terry?
Aye.
Scott?
Aye.
Connor?
Aye. And the August.
I'll move to
Okay.
approve the audit.
I'll second that.
There we
Motion
go.
and a second. Lynn?
Scott?
Aye.
Melinda?
Aye.
Terry?
Aye.
Connor?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, next item is discussion and action on Alva Bull Battle 7. An amount not to exceed $39,850.
Oh, well, good evening. Justin Dowdy, for those that may not know me, with the Western Sports Committee, and this will be Bull Battle 7 this year. Excuse me. This year we're requesting $39,850. Our show, as far as what we are doing, isn't changing a whole lot. We've got our youth mini bulls that we have been growing and is getting bigger every year, as well as 2 rounds of our open bull riding event. The one thing that we are looking to, I think that will help improve our show, one, aesthetically for the event itself, but also as a way to give back to our sponsors, is a digital video board. That is the one thing that is the increase, I guess, in our asking this year. We feel that, like I said, aesthetically, it's a way to open the doors for more, I guess, extravagant opening type ceremonies for this show. It gives us different ways, instant replay, which is a big thing. Just in case you happen to be looking down or away for a moment, you have a way to relive the moment, to catch it. Sometimes this can be kind of like a NASCAR type event. Some people show up for the big wrecks, and this will be a way we get to show it again. Not that being a bull rider, you really like that being showed over and over, but kiss cams, muscle man cams, leaderboards, those are different ways that we can offer to our sponsors as far as naming rights to those screens, or we can even offer 15, 30, or 60-second commercials as well. Other than that, I think that covers why we have increased our asking from last year. If you have any questions.
So is $6,500, is that rental on the board, or is that to purchase the board for you guys to use in the future?
That is a lease. We're paying somebody to bring it over here, set it up, and 2 or 3 camera guys to run the show.
That's just for this year. Yeah, it'll just be for the,
Yeah.
let's say, that was a purchase to be on cheap.
I know, I was like, I
was like,
should
where
get
did
it,
you find
yeah,
that?
yeah.
And that was just his initial rough quote for us. Anything extra over that, if it does happen to cost more than that $6,500, that'll just be on us. But that was just his first initial quote.
I have two questions. I
Yes.
hate to talk a lot, I'm sorry. What is added money? Is that for expenses? What does
That
mean?
is purse money. That is what prize money for our bull riders. That's what entices them to come in here, I guess.
Okay, but it says bull rider payout $16,750. Is
Yes.
that's the same, right?
So I've done this up the same way I've done every year, and so over in the left column takes the bull rider entry fees, $6,750. So that is basically showing that we have brought that $10,000 added money that we have raised. It's an expense to us, but then we also have that money coming in from the bull riders, so that's revenue, but then turn around and spent again, if that makes sense. So actually, I see what you're...
You see what I'm asking?
Yeah, I do see what you're meaning now.
Like it's like there's 10,000 two times.
Two times.
I mean, I see the 6,750 in the bull rider payout, and I mean, it's stressful to fill out one of these applications. I'm totally not trying to give you 20 questions on it, but to me it just looks like it's in there a couple times.
Look like that.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
It just needs to be 6,750.
Yes.
16, because you already have the 10,000 on the first line, so that would be added together already.
Yep.
So your total pool would be your 16,750.
Because, I mean, I appreciate you guys doing this event. It's a great event for our town. I mean, it's hard work and y'all are volunteers and I appreciate it. So, totally not, just trying to make sure I understand what I'm putting on here.
Yes,
So,
I didn't catch it, so I apologize for that. So I kind of did the same thing on the youth payout too. Then it'd just be or did I?
Payouts, right?
Oh, that is true.
There's no added
No,
money.
no, you're right, you're right.
You
You're
just
right.
three.
Yeah, you did do it.
Yeah. Because the 4,000 is there,
Yeah.
and it's 7,000 here. So, yeah.
so, so if you take out that 14,000, it's 25,850 is what that expense column adds up to be.
I think it'll be more than that. That 39,850. That's listed in the next column over. So that is just that 39,850 is added to the total of the entire expenses. If that makes sense. That's not a total of just that column. The 96,000 would change to 82,000, if that's correct.
So revenue stays the same. Total expenses drops 14,000.
Yes.
How much are tickets?
We've been doing 15 for adults and 10, I believe, from 6 to 12. We've been asked or suggested that we increase our ticket prices, but I feel like going any higher than that, then that's too much on a family. I feel like to go to an event. You know, if you figure for a family of 4 already right now. You know, you're already looking at $60 just to get in the door, you know. I want to make this a family fun, friendly deal that most everybody can go to.
Is it 15 for each night, or is it just 15 per
It's per night.
night?
Last year's ticket sales was down from the year before. I remember Friday night was pretty windy. Did not have the crowd like we normally do.
Do you have any idea on how many out-of-town folks come into your event, or is it ever really known?
I don't know if it's ever really known. All of our contestants are out of town. We haven't had a local in a couple of years.
I feel like there's quite a bit. So you said that it was down, so how many do you think, just a ballpark, that you had in ticket sales last year per night?
Per night,
Okay, go back to last year, just.
I mean, I bet you we were probably around 3,500 or 3,000 for sure on one night and 4 on the next. You know, it wasn't a drastic difference between the two. Saturday is always a bigger, fuller night.
350 and 400.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I guess you were asking people-wise, not money-wise.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I think it's a pretty important event for the community. I think the dollar amount is, I just don't think we can actually afford it. Because, I mean, if you go back and look at what our yearly tourism tax report, that doesn't leave anything for anybody else. Once we do that and the car show and if you take, what do we say, 13 off?
14.
If you take that off, and I think I would like to fund it for a lesser amount. I'm open to ideas, comments. I'm not just throwing
We
it
did
out there.
33 last year. That's
Yeah.
what it says on his application. So,
33 doable.
It's really high. Well, if you take 13 off the 39, that would be.
it's 25, I think it's 25,850. Let's see if I clear my calculator. 25,850 is if you take the 14,000 off the expenses.
Okay. I think it's a better number for me. But I think, and if you have to make it up, and you get to where it's a little closer, you might have to raise your prices just a little bit. I mean, everybody else is. I know everything across the board is 10 to 20% higher, if not more. And it's just the cost of doing business. It's the cost of putting on an event. And I mean, it's sad for the families, but it's got to be the way it is. I mean,
I we just wanna make sure we don't hinder the event, make sure these guys don't go backwards.
Oh, I agree.
with you.
I agree.
I totally agree with you, because I think it's a good event.
I do too, and I mean, I love the fact you told, you know, got some great people coming in to, or you have some great people coming in to, you know, be the announcers, and, you know, you've got some old Alva people coming in, it looks like, you know, so that's kind of cool, and I like that you're showing us all that, so. Said, I'm open. Somebody else wants to pick a number. No one wants to pick, I'll pick one.
I'm trying to.
I'm trying to
I can't
think about-
reach my numbers fast.
I move we approve the amount, not the amount listed, but $25,850, which is less the clerical errors from the expenses. The requested amount less the clerical errors.
We have a motion. Entertaining a second. Or more discussion.
I mean, I don't want to I don't want to give them too little. I mean, I understand the clerical errors, I just want to make sure we're giving them enough that they can do it. I mean, if your expenses are 45 and the total expenses, if the income is 45 and the expenses are 82, who fills in the gap? Justin?
That's our sponsor money.
That's your sponsor money.
It's just, that gap is gonna be where we try to go and get new sponsors every year.
Have you ever had any problems filling that gap?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's every year.
Yeah. and I mean,
Understand.
of course, it's not a new story or anything, but like the way the economy is going right now,
And people don't want to give it to anything that's not Alva High School or Northwestern. I mean, for the most part in Alva, that's just how it works. If it's not school related,
and we've already had a couple of conversations with some, that have been big sponsors in the past that are completely out this year. That just can't do it. So it's, time's gonna tell, but it might be a pretty difficult year. Increase in ticket prices, I think, is gonna probably tell people to stay home.
So is it the same for a child to attend as it's $15 for everybody?
No, it's for ages 6 to 12 to 10.
Okay.
Adults will be 15.
I wouldn't have any issue with something north of 30. So, 30 is the baseline, but that's last year.
I mean, 33 covers their expenses that they're requesting from us, plus, minus the digital video board.
And 3, I mean, you're missing about 3,000 there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it'd cover the contract labor.
33 plus 7, or 26 plus 7
Yeah,
will cover the 33.
yes.
So,
33, 350, that's pretty much what they were, yeah.
I mean, just kind of ballpark.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it would be without the digital video.
but I know those are fun. I mean, it's a fun thing, people like that. But you thought you were gonna have to have a $50,000 deficit, and you're only gonna have 37, 36. So,
Yeah, you wouldn't have quite as much as 30. Much good to hear, so.
I mean, I'd probably be with you on that one, what they did last year.
So we don't have a second, then I believe that it would die for lack of a second. First motions, then we would be back to entertain another motion. So I'm back to that.
I gotta find it now.
I just want to point out that last year, or this, through June 30th, the last fiscal year, we collected $122,000.
Okay.
So you think of, you know, everything that we've already approved and we have said we were going to approve as far as salaries and so car shows and, you know, we haven't even got to a lot of things. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's what we collected last year. So,
And it is hard to know what other people are gonna come in with, you know, for their requests.
yeah, like I mean, you still haven't, you know, you take the car show and you take this and then, you know, you have another request today. That's, and the salaries we've approved, and that's pretty much not much left. The collections were up over the year prior, so
Yeah, I was looking at that
that's,
too.
yeah,
That's a positive thing.
that is,
That's really positive.
so.
Oh, yeah, where are we at for the year? I'm trying to,
Well,
So we started a new year,
oh, I guess that's right.
July.
That's right.
July, yeah.
So,
So, but I'm just telling you what we collected last
Gotcha.
year
Yep.
and everything that we're getting ready, because we, you know, like I said, we haven't done the car show yet. Well, I have my other paper, but I do in here somewhere.
We have 364 with some change available. And then we have, part of that's in CDs, correct? I saw that on this report.
Yeah.
It's on the first one. It looks like there's 331,000 in CDs. That's not taken out of this amount, right? So,
Your budget for the year is 150.
150.
And we didn't reach that budget last year, is what Terry's pointing out. But
We're
that's
fixing,
Collection.
we're fixing to wipe it out right now.
That's up
One
from
fifty,
the
yeah.
year before. But I do think, you know, everything, we're churning up when you look at other events and attendance at Northwestern and their attendance at all these different events too. And I will say everything for this year early on is trending up from last year. So in terms of attendance and participation in social events.
we've spent $67,850 if you include the memorandum of understanding, the big cruising car show, and the mural fest. All of those should go. Now, probably,
Into this year.
yes, because this is through June of 2022. So July starts the new thing, and that's, I mean, I don't know exactly how everything's gonna fall. So, minus 150 is our budget, right?
Right.
That leaves us 82,000 for the rest of the year, till next
So next.
June.
next
June.
year, yeah, next June.
So,
Till June 30th.
yes.
Yes.
So, and that's, that's not exact, obviously, right, but.
What, the first part of the year, what events do we anticipate, what they want?
Well,
That's
and-
what I was thinking too.
and the last 2 years, we've collected 42,000 below our budget in 2021 and 28,000 below our budget in 2022. Dang COVID. Messed everything up. So,
Yep.
and everything costs more.
We'll have baseball tournaments and golf tournaments and miscellaneous other college things
Those
to
usually
fund.
take tickets. Is that
Chair.
usually large requests?
Anywhere between 3 and probably 8,000 for each.
For each one?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion not to exceed 31,000.
Thank you, Connor.
I'll second.
Made a motion, we have a second.
All right, Connor,
Aye.
Melinda,
Aye.
Scott,
Aye.
Terry.
Aye.
I appreciate it.
We really
said
want to help you
31.
guys. We just gotta juggle what we
Yeah.
have.
Yes.
Yeah.
We understand.
So,
All right.
Hopefully that'll still.
and thank you so much for this great event.
Yeah.
We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Couldn't do it without you guys. Appreciate it.
Glad to do it.
All right, up next, let me get back to we have discussion action on the 2022 NWSU Ranger Rodeo not to exceed $15,000.
Okay. So, I'm Stockton Graves, head rodeo coach at Northwestern Oklahoma State University, and I'm here on behalf of Northwestern and the 2022 NWSU Rodeo, which will be a 3-night, 2-day roughly, event hosting somewhere between 750 to 800 contestants. Pretty accurate on that. That's just contestants. We've had this rodeo for a long time now, and one of our biggest events in Alva, I think. And so just as far as like the contestants alone, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year, which is a good thing, number-wise, good for us. I fully expect half of that number roughly in parents, right around 3 to, seems like Northwestern is that last rodeo in the fall, and the parents couldn't make it the first 3, so they're trying to squeeze one in, so here they come, so it's a good thing for us. And it's right center in the middle of the region, so it's not like Durant, it's not as far for people to travel. As far as like our perks are at 7 o'clock every night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have special events every night. I think this year we're going to add something to include like the other teams. On Thursday nights, our college night. We try to get Northwestern the students out. That night it's free for them to get in, of course. And we're going to try, not the Wildcat mode, we can't do that, but we're trying to include some kind of an event during the rodeo, like we do the foot race on Friday night, and then the Saturday night we have the champions of champions, we have the matches we do with our old NFR qualifiers and stuff like that, which both are huge. Everybody wants to know when the foot race is and if we're having the matches. So I thought we'd include Thursday night, some kind of event. Haven't really made a decision what it is to get the teams, some of the football team, kind of like we used to do. I think most of our percentages are going to be over 100 miles from Alva, just from the other students and everything, other schools. We guess, about 30% within 100 miles, and then 10%, maybe within, right here. So, a lot of local support, from the rodeo, or for the rodeo and everything. So, we hope to, and that's our goal, fill the hotels. I think we do a pretty good job of that. The fuel, the food, everything. It's a 3-day event. We try to get our slack started early enough and over by noon, so people got from noon to 7 to come to town and do things in town, stuff like that. So our ticket sales, I think we upped them last year. I think it's $8 for adults, and I think it's $4 for kids, and I think children under 5 or 6 get in free. Our ticket sales last year actually increased, and just numbers increased, so that's a good thing. It shows on there, so we're pretty proud of that. So, we are requesting $15,000 to offset the price of our stock contractor. Last year, our stock contractor was around $16,710 was the exact amount. I really foresee it being about the same. Numbers wise, from going to Colby. Looking at the numbers in the region, we can kind of predict our rodeo was going to have a few more than that because everybody's eligible at our rodeo. So I feel like our numbers are going to be pretty close right in there. So about the same. So that's what we're requesting. We haven't went up or down, from the years previous. So that's what we're hoping to get. And I'll open it up to you guys for any questions on anything. Hopefully maybe I covered them all. But,
Do you know if there's anything else going on at Northwestern that weekend?
I do.
Football's over by then, isn't it?
It's a down week.
Yeah, we always try to schedule that, make sure we're not over top of football
I like that.
or
Okay.
homecoming.
There's no
Homecoming's
football.
the following weekend.
Yeah, we shifted homecoming's the week after. There's no football game that weekend. So there's
Fantastic.
It's a priority date on the calendar of Northwestern.
It is.
And chamber-wise, there's nothing on the calendar either, so
Okay. Great.
that whole 3 days.
So,
Are you still going, do you guys still go to the schools and do?
yeah, we do. So what we do is we do the rodeo on the
I mean,
square.
not at the schools.
Yeah, we do the rodeo on the square Thursday morning.
Okay.
It usually lasts till probably, right around 2 o'clock there in the afternoon.
That's
Yeah, we'll still do all that. I'm trying to think, as far as, one year we did go to the schools. I think it rained or something like that, so we always be prepared. But
Yeah.
hopefully we got good weather, so.
Here's one.
I don't think we're going to get any rain, so.
One time you think it's not.
Yeah, but if it does rain, hey, at least we did something,
I'll
so.
try not to wash my car.
Yeah, we do all that, and,
This is an awesome event.
yeah, and then, and our staff and everything, we're sponsored by the Ranger Rodeo, basically. The team, kids work the event, so luckily we don't have that cost, so, they do a great job. It's pretty stressful weekend for them to compete and work, but we handle it well. And we have enough kids on the team to where we can put 2 or 3 kids at a job, so it works out pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, it really does. So, pretty exciting event. Like I know Friday and Saturday nights is pretty good. Watching, of course, Saturday night's a short round, it's a championship round, so. And we, like I said, we have the matches, so we'll have probably Jacob Bedler, world champion, and Bridger Anderson is in our qualifier, and the steer wrestling to match. And then we have our Taylor Munsell, she's our national champion breakaway roper. She'll come back and match the breakaway rope. And of course we do Shannon Frost, and I think we're gonna do Coleman Proctor this year. So in the team rope and in the heading. I talked to him earlier, he said he would do it. So he's an NFR qualifier several times, current, and he's a Northwestern graduate and just actually graduated with his master's not too long ago from Northwestern.
No.
So,
He's bachelor's in December.
oh well, he's getting pretty close anyway. So he's kind of pretty pro NWSU, so he'll come back and do that. So, but yep, no, it's just trying to add to the event every year. That's why I thought we'd try to get more NWSU students out there on Thursday night, because they'll come watch some of their team members, they sure do something fun. We used to do that, I know when I was in college, and they did the wild cowboy for a while, but we'll probably do that, so probably do a little safer event, so. But that's really all I have as far as any more questions or anything, I'm open to them.
Would entertain a motion if there's no more discussion.
I move that we approve 15,000 for the Ranger Rodeo.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Jody, call the vote.
Melinda,
Yes.
Terry,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
and Connor.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much, I sure appreciate it, we do.
Thank you.
All right, hopefully maybe we'll bring some rain, I don't know, if anything.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Hey, thank
That's a lot
you.
of work, and we
You bet, we
appreciate it.
appreciate it, yep.
All right. Item number 9 is remarks and inquiries by Tourism Tax Committee.
So we're supposed to do our quarterly report in October, and I have to be gone for a conference, but if we don't have anything, if there's nobody that applies, do you guys want me to do it in November, or I don't think,
Yes.
okay.
Yes, we don't need to have a special meeting.
Okay, as of right now, I don't know of anyone applying in October, so make me feel better since I have to miss the meeting, so I'll do it in November if that's okay with everybody.
I don't think we have to have a meeting just to hear your report.
Okay, good.
I don't,
No.
do you guys?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I
that's
think
what
that's
I wanted to know, and then, we're gonna be working on an ad, so if Melinda or Terry would like to come by, I'll get with you guys and we can work on something.
Okay. Have you been to a arena meeting?
Oh, yes, I have been to an arena meeting. We had one last week. This is the first one that I attended. And they voted on the audit and then gave a little legislative update. They've been working, doing some legislative visits. So anyway, it was an interesting meeting, and I'm learning a lot. They sent me Sonia emailed me a lot of information, and so I'm trying to go through it a little bit at a time. And anyway, there's a lot there. So anyway, but yes, it was a good meeting, and it was nice to figure out who all was on the committee and what their role is, and so anyway, but yeah, I believe that was September the 6th. So
And no new news is, okay, all right. And then I had another question on, do we have a city manager yet?
Still kind of in the works
Still in
and
work,
process
okay,
of
okay. I-
things. Progress is being made.
So the city manager, isn't that the one that's supposed to help us like collect money and stuff? Or no, or no?
I believe, yes. You're talking about going through the state for the collections and all of that?
Yes,
Talking about it.
because I know that there are 1, 2, 3, us, 4, Rangers 5 motels that should always have something. Probably 6 because of the one across the street from us, because they always have a couple of cars sometimes. So, and that is not happening. So, if you go back and look at this report right here, hey, Norma.
Those are supposed to be done.
Because
We're at the very last.
if you look at this report, there's 6 here, but this is 32 or 22. This is probably a bed and breakfast, probably, one of the bed and breakfasts or something like that.
there's
So,
only 4 of them that are contributing anything of any circumstance.
yes. So,
Yeah.
we really need to be Because this number, I mean, might be $10,000 more, we don't know. It's probably not that much more that somebody's having a hard time paying, but I think we need to, you can't just not pay your taxes.
Yeah, to clarify though, I think they do pay, it just may be way late, right? Or are you saying that they, I think,
Well, it would look like maybe they pay yearly, because there's a whole bunch on one, and then,
There's
That's what I like.
6,
and then none.
plus the 2 that you think are bed and breakfast on the
But you know,
first
the best,
quarter.
I'm looking at this one, this is probably about the time that the budget closed, and, or not the budget, the Alva Motel and the, it's not a Best Western, it was Oya,
Yeah.
you know, where there was
Was
some
the
money.
Best Western at one
It
point.
was a Best Western, yes, and a Best Value, I
Best
think.
value
Yeah.
or something.
But there's
But
a,
that's
there's
probably-
a really
I mean-
nasty penalty for paying late, I mean, so
I mean,
that
it's-
should be collected too.
It's I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, it's just,
no, I agree.
and like I said,
with
I mean, there's no names on these, the only one I know is mine, but, and I know ours is on there
I know they're
every quarter.
making progress in that.
Okay, so I just hope that that's something we can
I
get some help from somebody to get those back collections, and, I mean, I don't know how that works.
mean, I think the simplest thing is just to transfer it to that state
Yeah.
and just be done with it. That's just,
Yeah,
needs to be prioritized.
Well, that way it
and
has to reconcile with their sales tax.
yes,
Also.
then it'll be, I mean, it won't be a discussion anymore, so I think that,
yeah,
so.
okay.
Yeah, I do hope we can do that because that seems to be the most efficient thing.
Okay. All right, well, that's kind of what I was wanting to know about.
But we can't move forward with that till we have a city manager, is that?
I think they would be the ones to contact and go through that process, or at least delegate it to staff.
Okay.
And Kelly is swamped, so
Oh,
I
gosh,
actually
yeah,
how
I
to
know
work.
that.
So I think
So we'll just,
kind of in the process of
We'll
trying to
wait.
get that situated out, and I think, from what I've been a part of the last couple months, we're making progress compared to the months before that, so
Okay, well, thank you.
I feel better about it.
Good.
okay.
I do have one last thing, and some of you may or may not know, but I resigned my position at City Council on Monday. And that would be effective tomorrow, because I want to fulfill my duty for this meeting this evening. But as a member of this committee, as a representative from the council, I will be resigning from this board as well. So this will be my last meeting here also. I talked about it a lot more at City Council, and I'm sure if you guys want to go back and see what I had to say there, I'm not going to repeat myself or anything like that, but I will say I think I've been on this committee, on City Council for 6.5 years, so I've been doing it a while. I couldn't really believe it when someone clarified that. Just gun to my head, I just said 3 or 4 years, and they reminded me it's been 6.5. So I just want to say it's been. I appreciate the time, and it's been an honor. And but for me, I just think it's time. So I appreciate it.
Wow, these boards are going to look a lot different
Wow, yeah.
when I'm gone and you're gone.
I know. So I hadn't hit the newspaper yet, so nobody I think has really seen it yet. Not that we
But I'm
have,
sure we're going to have a good article about the council meeting.
not that we just have massive crowds at City Council every month. But so,
Do you?
no.
Oh, okay. Okay, I don't know.
Some months.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
catching on
some
that.
months.
Depends on if there's a rate increase or we have large crowds then. So I just wanted to
So you resigning to run for office?
no.
No? Oh, okay. Well, we won't spread that rumor then. Or maybe we will.
Personal and business life are getting busier and busier, and I just think it's just time. So I will be in Alva and around Alva, doing my thing for years to come, and supporting Alva all the way through, just in a different capacity. So
For now,
appreciate you guys.
we appreciate you.
Thank you, Connor. We appreciate your service. You've done a good job.
you're off the chamber board
I know.
next month too,
I
so.
know. So, anyways,
What
there's,
are you gonna do with all your free time?
I don't know if there's never any free time.
There's never any, is there? Yeah. So we certainly appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys. If there's nothing